Okay, so let's get to it, guys. Two trailers for San Diego Comic-Con. Shazam and Aquaman. Let's go. So, the Shazam trailer. I was kind of surprised. I don't know if I should be surprised. They were going to come on with a trailer for it. But I was like, I don't know how this is going to do well. And surprisingly, it looks amazing. Oh my god. It just looks like it's good. It's fun good. It's good fun. Like most Marvel. It felt like it was going to be a Marvel movie. This Shazam movie. And I definitely believe DC is rising up this time. They tried the last few times with Justice League, especially. And I'll admit it failed, obviously. And that wasn't very good. But now it's looking like it's going to be successful. I don't know. The DCEU looks like it's going to be... Oh, I think it got a new name too, World of DC. But anywho, it looks like it's going to be successful. So it has Shazam in it. It has Billy Batson. You know, he's an orphan kid. He runs around. They show him running around a little bit. I'm not going to tell you scene by scene exactly what happened in the trailer. This is just kind of like my reaction to both of them. It's basically him running around. You know, he's being an orphan. He gets accepted into a foster family. He meets his foster brother or whatever, who's a crippled kid. He gets bullied a little bit and he fights back, so he has like that heroic courage. And they show Easter eggs for like the overall DCEU there with like a Batman Batarang and like Superman Lives poster, not poster, newspaper and all that. So that's cool. And then they cut to him in the subway where he's traveling down. Hopefully he meets the 7 deadly sins like in the comic books, crossing fingers. And he meets the wizard Shazam. And obviously he teaches him the word of Shazam. He shouts it and becomes Shazam. And he does. And it's he becomes Shazam and it's pretty dope. Where he's just like, hey, I'm Shazam. Whoa! And I think it's cool what this movie's doing. I'm really liking so far. What I think they're gonna do is give Shazam like as Billy Batson is like, this is a kid with superpowers. This is exactly how a kid with superpowers would act. And he's just a grown man. You know, we've seen it in like Big, you know, with Tom Hanks and all that. Good movie. And it's going to be shown here in Shazam with like superpowers. And it's pretty cool. We see a lot of stuff with him, like, I don't know, he's doing like that one Backpack Kid dance from like that Katy Perry shit they did a while ago. That meme. And they did other stuff where he's like I have super strength. He's punching through walls, and then he stops a burglary at a gas station and stuff. And it's pretty cool what they're doing. And they show the villain, and it's Doctor something or another. I forgot his name, but he's like this bald dude with like a monocle and all that. I know he's a Shazam villain. I forgot his name, so I don't know. Hopefully we get to see some. Oh, damn, Black Adam. So that'll be cool if they do that. But otherwise, this trailer looked really good. It was funny, some of the stuff they showed in there, and I'm excited what they're gonna do with it. I was utterly surprised by that trailer. It was pretty cool. What this will mean for the overall DCEU is that Shazam should play a big part, maybe in another Justice League movie. Who knows? Next trailer. Oh wait, what am I gonna say about the trailer? My thoughts on it is that I hope it's really good. It looks really good. This is going to be a win for DC. I really hope it is. Come on, DC. Don't make it suck. And I was kind of surprised. A lot of people have, commented about it and said it looks pretty good. People are really liking it, so who knows. Next is the Aquaman trailer. Now, this one I have been excited about. I loved Aquaman from Justice League. I like Justice League overall. It's a really good movie. So it was pretty fucking cool when we saw Aquaman show up, and he's just all like... It shows up with him, in his origins when he was a kid. His dad was a fisherman. His mom was a queen. They had a kid. And then it shows a pretty cool scene where it's like when he's a little kid, he's getting bullied and shit. And they're at an aquarium, and a shark, like, smashes into glass, and a bunch of other fishes go up there. They're, like, on his side, and he's all like, yeah, I got fishes on my side. That was pretty cool. And then they cut to him smashing into a submarine saying, just like, permission to aboard. That was permission to board. I mean, it was like, that was fun. I don't know. I chuckled at that one. And he's like fighting people on there. He's talking about how he's not a king and all that. And then they cut to stuff where like Mira is showing him Atlantis. And I gotta say, Atlantis looks pretty damn beautiful. Underwater scenery. It's a big city because, Atlantis is supposed to be a big city. So I'm glad they're doing it here. And good news, they're talking without a water bubble. All right, guys, talking without a water bubble. not like Justice League where they were. And obviously this takes place after Justice League, so it's kind of interesting. They're showing more Shazam, and it looks pretty. Aquaman, and it looks pretty cool in Atlantis, and they're traveling, and then there's this whole thing. Oh, she explains that your half brother Orm, who looks like a dickhead, obviously he's Ocean Master, and he wants to start a war with the land dwellers, and we've seen that for that's from Throne of Atlantis. I recall I have the book Throne of the Justice League Throne of Atlantis book, where they had his brother Orm storm the surface world, and Aquaman fights him and becomes king. And that's what the story is pretty much going to be about. It's him becoming the rightful king of the kingdoms and all that, and he fights him, and they show where it's just like, my brother has, and says Orm is like, oh, my brother has challenged me to a trial of combat, and then I think Aquaman says he says, where I come from is called an ass kicking. That's so cool. I don't know. Jason Momoa is really cool as Aquaman. I really like that about him. And then they show a little fighting. They show some really cool scenery. I feel like this movie is going to be the Black Panther of DC movies, with like, big sprawling city and all that. And Atlantis. We're probably not going to see all of it, but it looks pretty cool. The effects look nice, and more talking underwater without air bubbles, and we get to see some cool stuff. We saw a pretty cool clip of Black Manta, who's going to be in the movie, and he looks badass, bro. He has laser beams in his eyes and shit like that in his costume, and he looks pretty comic book accurate, so I can say that. And they just show a few more things where you have to become king, generic trailer stuff, and then they show like a little war with aqua animals, the creatures and all that. And that looks pretty cool. They're doing all that, and a big giant battle clash, and then that was basically a trailer. Then they did a little scene at the end where Mira jumps out of like a plane, and then the dude piloting the plane is all like, she did jump down without a parachute, and he's like, let redheads, gotta love them, right? And he jumps off and he shows woohoo from like Justice League, and that was the end. And I like that trailer too. I really like both of those trailers. I hope we get the Wonder Woman sequel trailer, and that was basically both of them. And I have to say, they both look, while Shazam is more fun loving, and more, I guess, overall audience friendly. It's going to be more like a Marvel movie, where it's kind of the same for Aquaman too. Aquaman doesn't seem like it's going to be super jokey funny, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Jason Momoa with his performance is usually pretty funny with Aquaman. And they're just going to show a lot of Atlantis in this one. That's why I kind of feel like it may be the Black Panther of the DC universe, because it's more like, we have to get introduced to all this whole kingdom, the underwater kingdom people and their culture and all that. And that's kind of what Black Panther was about a little bit. It looks promising. I'm excited. I hope it really does well. I feel like DC's going to win this box office. These movies are going to be successes. I really hope. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and DCEU fails, but they seem to still have hope in this thing, and I'm glad they're doing it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about these two of these trailers. Shazam looks great, and Aquaman looks amazing too. I can't wait to see both of them. Peace. Tell me what you guys think.